You won't believe it. At this critical moment, Jiming actually succeeded. But this victory also upset some people. He was ambushed right after leaving the arena. A car zoomed past him like an unwelcome guest. On the cold ground, he could only apologize to the distant girl with tears. Jinghyu's surgery went well, but his face showed no joy, like receiving a cold delivery. The man who promised not to leave just vanished. Even the police were powerless. The worst part, their cherished memories were about to be demolished. It's like a twist between light and darkness. On the moving day, Jinghyu received a late package, and it turned out to be a small gift sent by Jiming. He went to the hospital to find the burnt man. This was a battle of the hearts. Jiming wanted to confess the truth the night before Jinghyu's surgery, but feared too many bad things would resurface. Tears streamed down Jinghyu's face as the blade of reality pierced his heart. He sat by that lake for a long while until the pebble in his palm felt warm. Jinghyu longed for Jiming, relying on fuzzy memories to recall him. 2 years flew by. Jinghyu opened a small workshop and had plenty of suitors. He chose to wait for that person to show up, being as patient as a turtle. Besides working, Jinghyu often volunteered at the hospital, truly versatile. One day, while massaging an elder, his voice attracted a mysterious man next door. He turned around and, surprise, it was Jiming, who had disappeared for 2 years. Instinctively, he buried his face in the pillow like a shy little kitten. He held back his trembling body, but couldn't recognize him, a truly cautious soul. The welcome was a strange voice. A reunion conversation began. Jiming's voice felt both familiar and strange to Jinghyu, as if a century separated them. Jiming has been bedridden for 2 years. What a huge transformation. Still, Jinghyu's hands brought him a glimmer of warmth. The stranger's name and scarred face made him want to investigate. Jiming smiled helplessly, a mix of hope and disappointment. A tightly grasped hand slowly loosened, signaling the end of this emotional duel. Recovered Jiming sneaked into the workshop while Jinghyu was out. He, wishing for a little turtle, didn't forget the embrace of the past. Wai, missing his owner, came running over, bringing joy to Jiming. He apologized, but Jiming smiled, shook his head, and hurried away. At this moment, Wai anxiously watched the direction of departure, sensing something amiss. Wai understood the owner's heartache and reluctance, as only he could. Soon, Jinghyu returned to the store and found the little turtle missing. It was a pursuit worth taking. He asked the clerk but received no clues. It seemed things had simply unfolded. Suddenly, he heard Wai's little cries, directed at that same man. Hope surged in his heart, and tears followed. Even his heartbeat raced. Perhaps that man was indeed Jiming. His heart felt as if it had been lit up. Jinghyu finally realized everything from before, like awakening from a dream. At that moment, Jinghyu realized that man was his technology-loving boyfriend. He dashed outside, the courage making his heart race even faster. His throat felt like it was tangled in wild brush, his words crumbling. Amidst the crowd, the man who lit up his world disappeared once more into the darkness. In the end, just some drama, leaving me with a face full of confusion. After calming down, Jinghyu drove to the hospital, but bad news hit. The staff told him that Jiming had been discharged 2 weeks ago. His car screeched to a halt. His head dropped onto the steering wheel, feeling like the whole world was drifting away. As time shifted, a familiar place surfaced in his mind. By the lake, Jiming set the little turtle free, as if saying farewell. Past memories had blown away, replaced by a brand new table and chair.